Ohayo gozaimasu. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to a new video for Kyoto by Night, Hengen Yokai side of the thingy. Um, in this scene, we are going to see Dr. Mishima at his family clinic on the back of him, on the back of it, sorry. It's too early. You will need to excuse me. Well, Kame is getting some weeds and some plants from the back garden and the greenhouse. Oh, not normal plants. You can actually tell that they are not normal. They some of them have very small green berries on them, other are red, other has had on the leaves serrated sides, but it doesn't matter actually. Kame will grab everything and put it on a small basket, go inside the house and go to the cooking room. Not the actual kitchen, that's why it's a cooking room. In there, he has all the necessary equipment to start, well, preparing the weapons he used in his way of combat. So he will grab a mortar and a pestle. He will grab the berries, the roots, the leaves. Will start separate them. He will leave some of them to dry. He will crush some of them and put some of those crushed berries into a batch with alcohol, and he will do other procedures with the roots, leaves, and berries, until he finally grabs a set of green, purplish leaves with the serrated sides, and he will start crushing them, and when they start giving out away that white liquid that they have inside, Dr. Mishima will grab a mask and will put it on his face. It's not a surgical mask in this case, it's a gas mask. And he will keep he will keep crushing these leaves until they are a thin paste, and we'll set them to dry with a blower. He will wait there with a hair dryer, sorry. Finally, when that thing is a little bit drier, he will pick it up with a spoon and crush it again over a paper. And in this moment, I will roll into medicine for a total of 5 successes for 3 doses. This is paralyzing poison. So here we go. I would say standard difficulty in this case, so rolling. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 in the first row. So he starts crushing and crushing and crushing and drying and drying and drying and scraping and scraping and scraping. He looks at the powder, picks it up a little bit, drizzle it. Still not enough, he says to himself as he repeats the process all over again. Second row. Yeah. In this case, also 4 successes, so that will give finally 3 doses of paralyzing poison. And he will pick it up and put it inside a white bag and close it and leave it on a shelf. Then he will grab the berries that he crushed and he put uh, on alcohol, and he will start shaking it, shaking it, and then he will look through it. He will grab the bottle, shake it a little bit more, put it to the light, and see through it. The tincture on the white, on the translucent alcohol, it's now a little bit more greenish, reddish, and he will keep shaking a little bit more. He will strain it into another bottle, and he will keep shaking it. At least 2 good work hours have passed, and he will roll for 2 doses of nausea potion, nausea thingy, poison. There we go, nausea poison. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in this case, when the doctor moves it very fast, the glass instrument he has on his hand, the bottle, he will finally look at it and see that it has taken a crimson greenish tincture. He will open it. He will drop. Uh, he will leave a drop in a spoon, and will put it over the fire, and he will see how that tincture transforms its color into a black hue. So it is ready, and he will tap very hard the bottle and leave it on a shelf. 3 good hours of work have passed, and now he's going to try a new poison that will prove useful for every kitsune. It's 3 doses of hallucinogenic poison. He will grab some mushrooms and roots he had from the garden, and will start crushing them very slowly. Grab a little bit of acid, pour it over, crush it again, leave them to dry. And when they are dry, he will grab the bowl, put it in front of him, and very slowly, very slowly, he will start dousing it with other of his powders, black, white, green powders, and mix them all up. So rolling for the 3 doses of hallucinogenic poison. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. Yeah, I will leave this on 2 doses instead of 3. Finally, when all the powders are mixed, the doctor will pick them up, and they are almost like sand, but colorful sand. So he will pack it on a paper, on a waxed paper, close it, and leave it on the shelf. And finally, he will grab 2 very small flowers and crush them very carefully, trying to avoid the dispersion of these crushed plants. He will take 2 hours to do this very slowly. Crushing, adding a little bit of water, crushing, adding a little bit of saline solution, whatever. Keep crushing, a little bit of collyrium, crushing, drying, scraping. Time to roll for 2 doses of temporal blindness powder. And 1, 2, oh, that's a failure, ladies and gentlemen. No, sorry. Two successes to once, nothing happened. The doctor will see the powder, and when he moves the bowl down to see if it has worked, all the powder has become, well, let's say, glued to the bowl. So he will sigh, move his head, grab the bowl, go to the back room, open the incinerator and throw it inside, close the incinerator. Come back to his room, remove the gas mask. The things that a mirror must do. Oh well, time for tea. And he will get up, close with a lock and key the cooking room, and he will go out to Michiro's house to have a nice warm cup of green tea. Thank you very much for watching.